My name is Debbie Bond. I was born in California. I was raised in Europe and West Africa, but I've been living in Alabama for the last 47 years, but I like to think I'm a citizen of the world. My mother says I started singing before I talked. And she did buy me my first guitar. So I was singing very early. I remember a moment when I just thought, I want to be a singer, My father was a Baptist minister, and my mother was the choir director when the story started. And so it was really music in church from an early age. But my parents ended up splitting up. My father came back to America. My mother stayed in Europe, and she remarried someone who was West African. So I was raised by a Nigerian. So just had a really very unusual background that exposed me to many cultures, which is a blessing. We ended up living in West Africa. There, I was exposed to African traditional Sierra Leonean music and also to American soul. I heard Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett. I didn't even know where Alabama was. I remember being like 13 years old and going to a disco in Sierra Leone, and that music, that soul music and African music just pumping over this big PA system. I was hooked. I did my first performance in Sierra Leone in 1968 or so, and they had one television station in the whole country, and they had a show called The Go-Go Show, which was kind of like Soul Train, and had my first and probably my last of a nationwide notoriety. So I would go down to the market with my mom to go shopping, and the kids would shout, "Go, go show, go, go show." So it was very funny. I had the chance to come to America, ended up in Alabama. The first thing that happened was I met Johnny Shines, who is a world-renowned blues player, and he took me under his wing. He was my first mentor. But the next big influence was after Johnny passed away, I connected with Willie King. He was always proud to have a diverse band and have a woman in his band. And he really encouraged me. He pushed me to take solos. I was, always like, I'm so lucky to be playing with Willie, and just really try to hold my own as a guitar player and make sure I could give him the feel that he wanted. Because this music's all learned by ear, and it is passed on by one person to another like that. It's not written down. And it's a creative process that is not like classical music, where you read the notes. You have to feel it and have to be who you are, but honoring the tradition. I was just so hungry for the blues. So coming here and seeing all these really cool blues musicians, and nobody seemed to appreciate that if these guys were in Europe, they'd be superstars, because people really recognized the blues as an art form in Europe. And here in Alabama, they just really didn't seem to realize at their own backyard what a treasure trove of talent that was then and still is in this state. So in 1995, my then partner, Mike McCracken, and I founded the Alabama Blues Project to teach children a more educational mission, and also to try to promote it and preserve it into the future. When you see kids know that this music is a part of heritage, and it's transformed the world's music, it makes us all feel better. So that's why we, founded the Alabama Blues Project, and its mission continues to this day. I turned it into a nonprofit, and then it just evolved over the years, and now it's still carrying out under Ashley Wheat, the new director, but the work continues. I met my now husband Rick through the late great Willie King, and Rick is from London, and he's a fantastic musician, and since 2002, we've been together, and he has been trailblazing right alongside me in all my shows and all my work with kids and all the grant writing, and I've just been very blessed. He's really part of this whole award too. There's a lot of power in raw and real music, and perhaps the blues will get a bigger comeback. And I'm seeing that some even in Europe. We play some gigs where there's a lot of young people and they're really, digging on the blues. But the blues is alive and well. There's a lot of great players all over the United States, and the blues, like all great art, communicates our stories heart to heart, soul to soul, and makes people realize our common humanity and helps build community. And these are all things we need now more than ever.